Welcome to Free Geek Columbus. The mission of Free Geek Columbus is to responsibly recycle old computers and to make sure that people who want computers can have them. When a donor comes and drops off something to us, it will be dropped off here on this table first, and we will triage that computer to see if it's worth keeping or if we need to recycle it. If we're going to recycle it, it will be over here on this table. This is usually the first place that volunteers come to work. This is the easiest thing, and frankly, it's the most fun thing to do in Free Geek Columbus. We tear computers apart, and we strip them of all of their parts, and if you come on around here, you can see we separate these out into power supplies, circuit boards, hard drives, all the different parts inside the computer get separated out, and we recycle each of these individually because they all give us different amounts of money. It's one of our revenue streams. This is a good way to learn about what goes inside of a computer. You'll learn about what a power supply is, you'll learn about what a circuit board is, or the main board is. This is really a good first start. Once you've done a couple of shifts here at the recycling station, we'll move you over to the assembly or the testing station. We can walk over here next. So the stuff that comes in that's not going to be recycled gets tested. Most of that's going to happen here at the testing station. All of these computers right now are testing hard drives. They're making sure that the hard drives will work and that they're free of errors, and then we erase all of the data that's on it. So if you give us a computer that has a hard drive in it, we make sure that all that data is totally erased so that someone can't find out, your old spreadsheets or your email or any of that stuff. We clean all of that stuff up. That's what's going on right here. We also test all of the memory, or RAM memory inside the computer to make sure that all of that works. And then all of that stuff gets placed over in these bins over here. And when you're ready to build a computer, what you'll do is you'll take a computer from here. These are all basically just empty shells. You'll put tested RAM and a tested hard drive into each computer, and you'll build it here on one of these desks to make sure that it all works correctly. You will load Ubuntu Linux, which is a free operating system, onto it, and we will teach you how to use that. And after you work with us for 20 hours, you get to take home one of those computers for free. Any questions? I think so. Any questions?
So, any rough idea of how many you process? I know you said it goes up and down.
Yeah, we've been keeping track of that better this year than in years past. I don't have those numbers right now. If memory serves, I think we've done 20-odd PCs this year to individuals. So we give computers to individuals who volunteer with us,
right. And
we also give computers to nonprofit organizations in the Columbus area that want computers. So they have to apply for those as a grant, and we'll give computers to those organizations. I don't have stats on how many computers we've given as that part of the process.
But pretty much anybody can jump into this. Like, speaking of myself, for example, I know pretty much nothing about how to take computers apart and put them back together.
Yeah, absolutely. The goal is to teach you what goes into a computer, and there's several parts involved in that. And one, we want to teach you, obviously just physically what goes in, but we also want to remove some of the fear that a lot of people have with building a computer or with using a computer, because there's no real analog in everyday life. Like, oh, it's a computer. What happens? If it doesn't work, I don't understand what goes wrong. So we want to try to teach you about the various pieces involved in the PC, so that if something goes wrong, you can be educated enough to know, oh, this isn't the end of the world, I didn't do anything wrong, this is just a physical piece of my computer that didn't work.
So you've seen people come in here and learn fairly quickly.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We've had volunteers that have been with us for years, several years now, one of which is on our board. When she first started coming to us, she had no idea what a computer was. And after a couple of years of volunteer service with us, she's now on our board of directors, and she's been a great resource for us.
Oh.
Yeah.
What about the recycling part of it, the ones that you don't give away?
So that's the most fun, frankly, is tearing computers apart. If we can walk back over here, I'll show you guys. Come on around here, you can see what we've got to recycle. I don't know if you already got this stuff or not. We've got a whole bunch of mainboards here to recycle. We've got a bunch of old ancient CD-ROM drives or non-functional CD-ROM drives. We've got a whole bunch of monitors. We've got keyboards, plastic cases, various scrap metals over there. All of these things get recycled in different ways. We work with a number of different recyclers. I don't know who they are. We have a recycling committee that deals with that stuff, and I divorce myself of that because it's a detail that I really don't care about.
Sure.
But we've got a number of different things that we recycle. All of these things get us a different amount of money, so this is a revenue stream for us. So hard drives, CD-ROM drives, main boards, all get us a different revenue dollar value. We have a ton of printers. We recycle printers as well. We also give printers to volunteers who volunteer with us. 21 computers. 25 for
Captain's Lab over here.
Oh right, yeah. So we donated 25 computers to the United Area Enrichment Association.
University Area Enrichment.
University Area Enrichment Association, right. So we donated 25 computers to them for their computer lab, which are all running upstairs. If you haven't seen that yet, we can walk up there and take a look at that.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool stuff too. And we're also providing internet access to all of those computers.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So this is your first time here. What would you like to do?